Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is the 24th of January 2018 today. It is a Wednesday, and thank you so much for being here. I just want to take a moment to really appreciate your presence here with me on my channel. It is a new channel, and yeah, I really value your support. So if any of these readings resonate with you, I would so appreciate you to press the little red button to subscribe. It means so much to me to build up my numbers. So today I've got the Radiant Rider-Waite deck and Nature's Whispers. I'm actually going to do it in a different way today. I'm going to allow the Oracle card to come through. I'm going to pull 2 Oracle cards or whatever wants to come through and then clarify, excuse me, the messages with the tarot deck. So we have open your heart. I don't know if you guys can see, but I only discovered this after looking at this deck for ages. But look at this beautiful card, and there's an actual sort of image of a man cuddling in, like she's really in yoga. You know, when you lean back like that and you're really opening your heart space, and that's what she's doing here. Open your heart to receive the highest and most beautiful love, and that is divine love, of course. Yeah, we need to open ourselves up to divine love first and foremost, and this one just flew out. But before you can do that, you got to clear out the old. And that's definitely when you're coming, when this is to do with having an open heart space, clearing out the old is all about clearing out old relationships and relationship patterns, energies, anything. We need to completely cut all ties and transmute all old energies before we can allow this beautiful, open-hearted, free keeps coming into my mind. Your energy field is light and open and free of any stagnant, stuck, old energies of past relationships. We might not even realize that they're there, and they can come through very unconsciously within a new relationship, and not really early on. Tends to happen, you know, a little bit further down the line. But if we're really aware of ourselves, because to open your heart first, you really need to know yourself. You really need to get deep into who you really are and really reflect on old relationship patterns and really clear out anything that doesn't serve you on an energetic level, and that can be within your home. Like, release anything that ties you to that relationship. So there could be a lot of cleansing and clearing within your home. I'm actually going through this at the moment, and it's really cathartic on so many levels. You know, giving things away, just shifting energies, creating new, getting rid of, like, it's even like when you've had an old relationship, getting rid of an old bed, old linen, everything, just to really clear your energy. So let's clarify both these cards with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. So open your heart first. Oh my gosh, I just saw within the egg, you know, look at those little children. Yeah, open your heart, get back to your childhood innocence. Or that could mean just through the creation of this union, the egg is new life. That could mean you innocent, free, curious, open energies, but it also could mean, you know, literal bringing in new life to the world through your sacred union. And yeah, stereo, giving and receiving. 6 has been coming up for me a lot. So this is the balanced energy of giving and receiving. Maybe in old relationships you gave too much, really, when we're living from an open, loving heart space, we have so much to give, so we actually don't look at what we're going to receive. And when you're in this, when you have this complete open heart and you've filled your own cup with so much love, that you love yourself so completely, there's no, to me, you just give without any need to receive. But there's still, like, if you have an old pattern of yours is giving and giving and giving and giving and not receiving what you need, then this is clearing out that old pattern. Like, really release the tendency to attract people in your life that that don't respect you, really. Because if you've had relationships in the past where you've given so much of yourself and maybe not allowed yourself to receive, because we are always co-creating, you know, we're co-creating, so we're attracting those people into our lives for the lessons that we need to learn. So this is all about balance, giving and receiving. So maybe clearing out those old patterns where you used to, maybe you were a taker. Maybe you were a taker in relationships, or maybe you overgave. So open your heart to give and receive the highest form of love. Wow, so we have the Page of Swords. So maybe this was in reverse as well. So this is really reckless energy. Maybe your communication skills weren't great in past relationships. So maybe you really need to sit with how you communicate and clear out old patterns of communication, because the Page, and in reverse, that's really reckless. Yeah, really just verbal diarrhea. I don't really like that term, but just no filters, just straight through and quite aggressive. You know, very logical, not from an open heart space, just purely just straight out, really cutting, and can be kind of aggressive. But we have the Page here today, and that's a really softened offer of love. So maybe when you get to this open heart space, you'll be able to offer somebody love because you're really open to giving and receiving, or someone's going to see how open and pure your energy is, and you will receive this beautiful, soft, watery, intuitive offer of love. And we have this beautiful grounded energy here today of the Queen of Pentacles. She's super practical, skillful, grounded. You know, she is really in touch with nature, loves animals, gardening. She's an amazing cook. She's really mastered managing money, and she really loves herself. She's really loves herself and should have lots of flowers around her, and is really into sensuality and beauty. Yeah, you probably see her creating some amazing meal, or in the garden, or with children. Yeah, so that energy is here today. So we have, we just don't have any fire energy. I might just allow one more card to come through today. Just, watch that communication, because there's a decision that needs to be made. Okay, so the decision to me here is, are you going to hold on? Maybe there's an old relationship that's still lingering around that you haven't fully released. But if you want to embrace the new, and we have the eclipse on the 31st of January, and that's a time of real beginnings, endings and beginnings. So if you want to open your heart to this new, soft, gorgeous offer of love, or to give that to someone else in a really balanced way, through really giving and receiving purely, then you need to clear out the old. Something needs to be released, whether it's a relationship, like a total relationship, or a way of relating, a pattern, a block, anything that needs to be cleared out to allow you to open your heart to new beginnings. Because there's a decision that needs to be made here, and maybe you've been cutting yourself off for it, not really wanting to acknowledge this truth. You're blinding yourself to the truth of this, that maybe you just don't want to. And there's the all-knowing owl there. Yeah, the owl knows, like there's the ticking of time, you know, the stream, and it's just really, he's shut off too. There's two with blindfolds here. Maybe you don't want to look. Maybe you don't want to clear out. You don't want to look at the old. You don't want to open that old closet for fear of what you'll find. You know, maybe there'll be something that'll bring back some sweetness from an old relationship that could really, really affect you on a heart level. But, you know, if you intuitively know, and the owl's here, and we have this, you need to open your heart and your watery, beautiful intuition. We have the fish here, so it's a card of Pisces. You really need to take the blindfold off and acknowledge what needs to be cleared out today. What do you need to let go of? What truth do you need to see? We need to really not shut ourselves off and get stuck in self-denial here, and really clear out what needs to be cleared out. Really get to the back of those deep, dark cupboards, you know, the deep, dark unconscious, the depths of your psyche, and release and clear it out before the 31st of January. It's the first here that happens, but, you know, to allow this open-hearted love. I love that that man is just there resting on her, resting his head on her, and she's just being embraced by this one, like they're being, you know, he's really embracing his arms and the wings of the swan. It's really, really connecting to the earth as well, and knowing that we need to open our hearts firstly to divine love, to allow this beautiful sacred union into our lives, this offer, this soft, watery offer of love to come in, and to allow ourselves to give and receive in a very balanced way. So to me, like, we've got two swords here. We need to make a decision to clear out anything that's not serving us, and the communication, the way someone's been communicating has not been serving you in relationships, and any relationships. We really need to sit with ourselves and really reflect on our relationships and how we have been communicating, and clear out these old patterns. Clear out anything that's not serving you, as not allowing you to open your heart to give and receive, you know, the highest form of love here today. Yeah, I think that's enough. Anyway, big love, beautiful people. Have an amazing Wednesday. Hope you enjoy this new way, this new format. I think I might flow with this, using Oracle and TaRot together. Yeah. Have the most amazing day. I truly love you and appreciate your presence. Deep blessings. I'll see you tomorrow.